All right, hello and welcome everybody to another tabletop video here on Dead Draw Gaming. I am Etchy, and joining me is the one and only Jake Gearhart. Jake, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
How
Yep.
how scared of Dragapult are you?
I mean, it's a stage 2, so I don't hate it
Okay.
as much as Iron Hands, but it does take prize cards about as fast as Iron Hands, which I do not like.
Yeah, for sure. So we're doing a matchup here of Dragapult EX played by Jake, but not just normal Dragapult EX. This is actually Dragapult plus Charizard EX. This is a recent City League winning list. I don't know if any of these did any of these get top 16 at Sapporo?
No, it was just a couple Dragapult Xatu lists as far
Okay.
as we know. Not all the lists are out yet, though.
Gotcha. And I am playing the Miraidon EX Champions League list that won the event. So very standard Miraidon list. Kind of looks almost identical to the old list, except it just doesn't have the Miraidon or the Flaffies anymore. So why did you want to test this matchup specifically and not the Dragapult Zatus?
Yeah, so I think Charizard's a very good answer for a lot of the problems that we saw the Champions League lists tried to tackle against Dragapult, like the Gardevoir, capitalizing off of Dragapult not being able to hit more than 200 damage with a double turbo and the Monkey Dory, and then the Miraidon with its like ability to take prize cards really quickly and not get one shot by the Dragapult.
Right.
So the Charizard should hopefully fix both of those matchups, which could make it the best variant of
Right.
Dragapult.
All right. Well, we'll find out today. Heads or tails?
I'll go heads.
It is heads.
I think I will go second.
All right.
Yeah, similar to Charizard. You're good. Where the like you really want to hit your buddy Poffins on turn 1, and also going up against a Miraidon like that can turn 1 attack is kind of scary. Yeah.
Cool. We'll show our prizes whenever we do our first deck search, and I guess that means I am going first. So I will draw for turn. Now, I do have an S-Ball off the bat, so I'm going to go ahead and use that. We'll take a look at the prizes here. Oh my goodness. This doesn't matter too much, but prize squawk. Zapdos should not be relevant in this matchup. I can't think of any math where it would matter. Mew EX. Do you ever... I guess you would never really copy Dragapult's attack in this matchup either, so that should be fine. And then some other not super required cards here, so shuffle that up.
Yeah, Charizard at the end is the only time you'd like really use me in this matchup.
Right. So I think the obvious thing to grab here is the Miraidon, allowing me to grab more Pokemon. So I have the Raichu. I also have Seal Stone in hand, which is pretty interesting. Obviously, the big thing here is just to get to the Iron Hands to KO as fast as possible. He did lead the Rotom, which is interesting. I do play the Prime Catcher A-Spec. I'm going to use the Tandem Unit ability. I do play the Prime Catcher A-Spec, and I did not prize it, so I can always search that with Arven or just draw into it later. So that can be how I can take my first 2 prizes here. It's also important to note there's also Radiant Greninja in this list, which was not common before. And other than that, it's pretty standard list. It has a little bit more energy than used to. It has 2 Bravery Charms as well. I think I'm going to go ahead and grab 1 Iron Hands. And then I guess just another Miraidon here. If I'm not going to put down Squawkabilly or Mew because they're all prize, I guess that's fine.
I think you probably don't even grab anything else.
Just be good with that. I guess, yeah, save room for potential. I probably want a bundle next turn, if
bundle
anything.
at some
yeah,
point.
bundle's really good.
Tatsugiri wants to make its way into play, and Mew EX once you take it off the
Once I
prize
take
cards.
it off, yeah. Yeah, I think that makes sense because, yeah, next turn I could just fill my bench super easy with Ninja, Tatsugiri,
Greninja as well.
bundle.
And you want Raichu down too, so yeah. Second Miraidon would take up too much space.
Too much space,
I
yeah.
think.
And I don't really want to use it either.
Yeah.
For attacking purposes. So I'll go ahead and shuffle that up. It's kind of scary to go for any kind of 2-shot on a Dragapult or a Charizard because Jake's list is playing that Scoop Up Cyclone A-Spec, so I can just pick up anything super easily. And then I think I'm just going to Fleetfoot first. I get the Nest Ball, so I'm going to go ahead and play that. Given my hand being mostly energy, I think I'm just going to go ahead and grab the Ninja now. Play that. And then I'll conceal cards attached to Iron Hands, and then that's probably just going to be the end of my turn unless I draw anything fun off of the conceal cards.
Yeah, you could also go for an attachment on the Miraidon here, just because I led Rotom, which is...
And still take 2 prizes if you get stuck there, yeah.
Easier to power up the Miraidon potentially, but if you have like a double turbo in hand, then yeah, you'd probably rather just attach that to the Iron Hands.
I do not have one in hand, but I could have one after this, so we'll see. Conceal cards. Did not get that. So my supported next turn is almost certainly going to be research. So I think it's probably fine to do that then, yeah. All right, pass.
Okay, my hand is very dead, so let's see if this top deck does not change that at all. So I'm just going to go ahead and boss up the Iron Hand.
Sure.
Actually, I think it's better to actually boss the Miraidon here because
I can't
you
generate
can't
to
generate
it.
to it. Yeah, this means you need like another Miraidon to hit double. Hit double energy off the generator rather than just a switch card. But at the same time, you need one less switch card to do that. But if you play Arven, you probably find the tool card to help you retreat anyway.
Right,
so,
yeah.
I will just attach and instant charge.
All right. Draw for turn. I'm going to go ahead and attach the Seal Stone to the Raikou. How do I get there this turn? I would need... There's one switch card in the deck. I can grab that.
Also, you don't even need a switch card. You just you can just retreat the energy off of this. But it was
and charge up something else. Yeah.
You can grab a second Miraidon and then just spam generators on it.
Thinking if I want to do that now. Yeah, let's go and do that now. Go ahead and grab the Miraidon. Then I'll go ahead and attach to the fresh Miraidon. Can have a Bravery Charm too. I guess there's no Rod in this list from what there might be one Rod. I don't know, let me double check. I don't think there is. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no Rod, so if there is, it's prize. I don't have it. So I have to debate what to take here. I'm just going to probably keep the Raichu then for now. And I'll go ahead and research. Okay, so I can Seal Stone for a generator and hope I double hit. Unfortunately, though, I drew into 4 more energy. So that's already 7 energy down. Not super likely. Not really the safest thing to do here then because of that. But let's go ahead and conceal cards. I guess I could have done that before I did the research too.
It's probably better to research first.
I guess, yeah, reaching deeper. So I drew into another energy and a generator. So I guess I'll try that out.
You could actually, you could go like Seal Stone for the generator before you hit the generator because,
I should just go all in, because there's no reason not to just go for it and just burn everything here.
Yeah, your Seal Stone's always going to grab generator no matter what, unless you either hit 2 energy and win and the Seal Stone doesn't matter, or the Seal Stone is grabbing generator, so you're going to want.
It gives me something next turn anyway, so yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll want to play for the win, maximize here anyway, so the Seal Stone just always will be for the generator.
All right, whiff.
Okay, second generator.
I don't think I prized any energy, maybe 1 energy, but I'm already down a lot of energy because now I'm down 8 energy taken out of the deck already. There should still be close to 8 at least. Play the other generator. All right, yeah, we got there.
Okay.
All right.
On to
game
2.
2. Yay. Great showing for the deck. So want to go second?
What? Sorry. I'll go.
Yeah.
I'll go second.
Cool.
I think it's still right. Just find my basics more often. Like Miraidon does get an extra turn to play, get an attachment for the turn. But if I'm not setting up a second, a Charizard, as soon as I get Raikou'd or whatever, it's still bad for me.
Right.
So I think second is marginally better. We'll see. Hopefully I start some more Pokemon than just the Rotom this game.
Yeah, hopefully. So my question then is, obviously Miraidon's lost some tools since it was last really good, really popular. lost the Flaffy, and the way a lot of people were kind of like coping without the Flaffy was just spamming like EXP shares and stuff. And this deck doesn't run any of those and still won Champions League. So how does Miraidon still have success without that big boost from like Flaffy?
I think it's just the fact that its matchups changed a lot. Dragapult without the Charizard is a pretty good matchup because it has like a hard time taking knockouts on big basic Pokemon quickly. So Miraidon can put on too much pressure, and when it gets to keep its energy in play after attacking, you can Raikou or Raichu. So like if your Iron Hands attacks, you keep your 4 energy on it. Next turn, you can easily go into a 6 energy Raichu V.
Yeah. And something to point out too is, while we don't have the EXP shares, we do have the Heavy Baton still in this.
Yeah, Heavy
so,
Baton
like,
does exist.
We can still keep a lot of energy in play really easily, specifically if it's on the Iron Hands. So there's still a way to keep a good amount of energy in play.
Yeah, I think it's more so just like the fact that your stuff isn't getting knocked out in one hit, which means that you keep the energy anyway. And then also Lugia is one of the most popular decks, the second most popular, and that's a pretty good matchup for Miraidon. So I've got a Dreepy and a Charmander. I think I'm gonna prioritize holding keeping the Charmander for the bench. And yeah,
let's take a draw for turn. I have a lot of cards that I can play, and I started the Tatsugiri, but I'm not going to use it yet. So we're going to start with a Nest Ball. Grab the good old reliable Miraidon. Then let me go look at the prizes and show y'all. So once again, prizes Squawkabilly, but I don't really care about playing it anyway because my hand's pretty solid. So we'll call that. And then I can still grab so much stuff. Go ahead and tandem unit. So let's see. What am I at bench-wise right now? I'll go ahead and grab the Iron Hands, and I think that's just going to be it. So I have other stuff I want to play anyway, so yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and bench the Ninja. I'm going to conceal cards in a second here. And then when I'm done with drawing cards, I'm just going to and playing the other cards. I think I'm. Do I want to play the Nest Ball to grab Mew now, or is there any benefit to grabbing like Mew early? Not really, right?
Yeah, I think you can hold off of it now, just because putting Mew in play is something that Dragapult can one-hit KO. So you don't really want it like immediately, but if you are going to take prize cards, you probably do want to put it down just to play around the potential of Unfair Stamp.
Yeah. Conceal cards?
Since you haven't seen that I do play the Scoop Up Cyclone.
So from here, I will go ahead and bench the Raikou. I know a lot of these Dragapult lists do play at least like 3 Ionos, so doesn't really matter to bench it now because I could just tandem unit to get it back later, but
yeah, I think I might hold it then because you don't really need to.
I guess only when I need to Seal Stone is when I need it.
Yeah,
and I can always tandem.
And this does have 200 HP, so
it does. Yeah. Well, that's what the 2 Bravery Charms are for.
Yeah, well, I got vacuum. So
I think I'm actually just going to attach there. I'm going to attract customers. So this is the Tatsugiri from the new set. Allows me to look at the top 6 cards of my deck and take a supporter that I find there. And I did find an Arven. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. It's actually really cool because it just helps you thin your deck even more for trying to hit generators, which I'm about to just do right now. So I'll go ahead and play Electric Generator. All right, cool.
Nice. Yeah, so here's where having the Charizard in the deck is going to help a lot. Because otherwise, I'd get Iron Hands and then have nothing that can one-hit KO the Iron Hands. So you just take 200, and then Raichu comes up and one-shots the Dragapult.
Yeah, you pretty much have to like Defiance Band or something, which is awful.
Yeah, that's the only way to get around it. I'll start off by playing a Nest Ball and checking these prize cards. Okay, nothing too important. Charizard, but there are 2 in this list.
Yeah, the list plays 2 1/2 Charmander Charizard line, and then 4/4 2 Dreepy Dragapult line.
Yeah, so here I'm just going to grab the Rotom V because I have an Arven in hand, which can find me a Seal Stone for next turn, and then also a Buddy Poffin for now. Yeah, then I will grab a Charmander and another Dreepy. Where is it? There we go. And then I'll hold off on the Seal Stone. I could attach it here just to play around Iono, which I don't know how many Ionos does that deck play. Do you remember?
That's a great question. I will look.
Yeah, because that could change whether or not I want to play it. Does it even play a tool removal card?
I don't think it plays any.
Does it have a vacuum or anything like that?
Yeah, it has vacuum.
Okay, one vacuum then. Okay, so yeah, if no Iono is going to happen, then I might as well just hold the Seal Stone because I'm assuming that like most Miraidon lists are going to sort of copy this Champions League version.
You can even know, like, because I did the Tatsugiri, you saw me grab Arven, I'm probably playing
You could still
Arven
hold
next
one
turn.
in hand or find another
I could
Iono
find an
off of
Ion
this.
off
Yeah.
that too, if I see you specifically holding the Seal Stone.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and instant charge then.
Draw for turn. I think my turn is going to be very simple. Got an Arven here. I'm going to grab a rescue board so I can get... Actually, I mean, yeah, I'm not really worried about this dying yet. Well, it could still die. So I'm just debating if I should grab the baton now or not. Because I can just... I can't attach retreat either unless I hit off of generator, potentially, if I grab that.
Yeah, then maybe you could play the generator first. Because you're removing...
I don't have a generator. I'd have to grab it off the Arven.
You're grabbing it with Arven, yeah. Then you probably want to guarantee the retreat, unless you... Do you have an energy in hand?
I have one energy in hand, but I would need obviously something there.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you might have to go for the baton because like you have no way to deal with a Charizard if it gets powered up. So you probably have to be able to. You have to have the baton force me to find the vacuum, and there's 16 energy in the deck, so chances are you are going to hit one.
Yeah, we got time. I can thin out pretty well here, so I think I'm going to tandem unit for another hands now.
You could even get Raichu here.
Yeah, I was thinking of getting Raichu too. No reason not to.
And then Tatsugiri.
Oh, I just lost it there. All right, let's see what we get here. Let's attract some customers. I'm really curious what they're going to actually call it when we get the real translation. A lot of these abilities are too long named, like Reconnaissance Raid for the Dracloaks. I'm going to grab Arven. Shuffle it up.
Yeah, so there's like a slightly interesting like debate here whether or not you actually do take a supporter or not, because like you're thinning one card, so generator is more likely to hit, but then you're also thinning a supporter from the deck, which is kind of bad if you get Iono. But
right. If
you're keeping the Tatsugiri in play, it's probably fine. This card is like insanely powerful, probably the best card in the set.
And the fact that I can always just like tandem unit to shuffle them back up and then Tatsugiri is ridiculous. Let's go and generator then. Okay, cool. One there. And I guess one there. All right, I have hitting generators very well right now, so this is cool. I'm going to go ahead and attach and retreat. Make sure there's nothing else I want to do here. Attach the heavy baton. And then I will amp you very much for 2 prizes.
Right. My hand is pretty strong here.
That's good.
I'll start off with the Dracloak ability. Nothing too important. I could grab... I don't know. I don't think I'm going to play either of these this turn, so I think I'll put the... I guess it doesn't matter at all then. Yeah, I'll just... it actually does, because I'm going to play an Iono, so I want... One of these cards is going to be shuffled into my deck, and one of them is going to go to the bottom from the Iono. So I'd rather have the Scoop Up Cyclone shuffled into the deck when I Charizard for it. I assume there's enough energies in the deck for this Charizard, but yeah, let me double check again.
Yeah, I think
there is.
this list
yeah,
plays 5/3,
believe,
so yeah. 5
Um,
fire, 3 psychic, pretty good.
Yep. Then I will go ahead and use the Forest Seal Stone to find that Charizard EX. Then I'll Rare Candy into the Charizard, get some energy in play, power up all my attackers. Then I can even get an energy attachment here and an evolution on the Charmander. And then I will go ahead and Iono after this.
All right. That was a strong hand. Wow.
Yeah, really, the only things I'm looking for here are more Dreepies, so I can get more Dracloaks in play to draw more.
Yep.
4, 5, 6.
So what is kind of your plan for winning this game? Because obviously, if I just go 2/2/2 every turn, that's pretty hard, right?
I mean, I think it's likely that you'll run out of attackers soon.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have liked to found the vacuum here.
Yeah, but if you just vacuum me here, I'm probably just completely cooked already.
But so yeah, I'll KO the Iron Hands, and Raichu KOs my Charizard, and then Dragapult KOs the Raichu, and then hopefully you miss an attack, and I put a couple damage counters on the Miraidon, and then knock out the Miraidon to win the game.
Mm-hmm.
My hand here is not so great, though. I can play just a Vessel to thin out, I guess, for now. Yeah, I probably only need 1 energy in there, but I will be getting 2 prize cards from this, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm assuming my Charizard's going to go down here to that Raichu, and then yeah, I'll have to find a Dragapult EX to be able to knock it out.
Right.
So I can also play a Temple of Sinnoh down now, but I don't think... So you could double turbo bundle Iron Hands or something, but I'll just send up the Rotom at that point.
Right.
So I don't think there's a point in playing the Temple yet. I'll save it for next turn.
If I can bundle, do I still do it?
I don't think
less resources to get rid of the Rotom.
Yeah, I mean you could, but like say it depends on what you're.
I only have the one Raichu though,
yeah.
right? Yeah. So then I'd be forced to Prime Catcher bundle.
Yeah, you want to save the bundle for your last
have a
attack, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll just Burning Darkness for the knockout.
All right, so put 2 on the Raichu for sure. I guess just 2 here for now. Figure it out as I go.
And you can see how bad that situation would have become without the Charizard. If I only did 200 into the Iron Hands and then Raichu just comes up and one-shots Dragapult. It's pretty terrible.
I'm just going to promote this. I already have a supporter in hand that I want to play, so that's fine. Draw for turn. Ooh. I didn't even think about that. I forgot I have boss's orders in this deck. But yeah, even then I could have Seal Stone for boss. So I guess here...
I think you want to take out the Charizard.
You think I want to take out the Charizard over bossing one of these two?
I don't think bossing one of them does anything, because this, like, knocking out the Charizard forces me to find another attacker.
Well, the benefit of me bossing would be I can baton this again.
Yeah, you could. I think that list only plays 1 baton, though. I can't remember. But,
tandem unit.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, there's only 1 baton. Okay.
Yeah, so, yeah, you wouldn't be able to baton again.
Interesting. Okay, so...
I think your game plan is going to be to Raikou V knock out this.
That's like the easiest thing to do.
Yeah, well, you have enough... I don't know if... I think I can avoid having enough Pokemon, though.
So I have to
you might have to
Miraidon
then,
yeah. That's fine.
Or just Iron Hands it eventually.
Sure.
I think your main goal, though, is going to be get Bravery Charm on this Raichu, I think.
Yeah, for sure. To force you to get the Charizard.
Yeah, or just find the vacuum at some point, but it would have to be sooner. I have to find it at some point. If you put that on there, then you can't Bravery Charm it.
This is a good point.
Yes.
Oh, then I guess I should have grabbed Raikou.
Yeah, you can go grab
I guess
Raikou.
I grab Raikou, yeah. As I have the Miraidon on the bench, it doesn't actually matter. That's fine. So yeah, there's my tandem unit target. and then I'm going to seal stone there. Conceal cards. Yeah, I don't care about those cards. That's fine. This is burning a lot of resources. It's actually really scary to deal with this. Attach. Research. See, once I zap this Charizard, I don't have that much left.
Yep.
So yeah, do I want to just seal stone now to get another generator and just try to get more going?
I think you could always generator next turn.
I'm not because you could boss this obviously, but
I don't think there's really much of a if I'm bossing, then I'm not disrupting your hand, which you probably are fine with.
Yeah, yeah.
If
because you don't have Scuba Cyclone, not Prime Catcher, right? Gotcha. And you play one counter catcher though, right?
Yes, there is one counter catcher, so I could bring it up, but I think it's more likely that you're missing something next turn that you need, because I can always just boss the thing with the energy on it if I
all right,
knocked out.
Dynamic Spark.
Right. Yeah, I think this is my only way. This top deck and reconnaissance is going to have to be very good. I'll play the Buddy Buddy Poffin. So Raikou needs how many do I need to bench? I need to bench 4, I think, to get punished by it, to get the Rotom knocked out, right? Because full benches are
9 total had to,
right?
or sorry, yeah, 9 total had to be benched, yeah.
Yeah, so if I keep myself at 3 benched, then the Rotom is safe.
Yep.
But yeah, we'll see if this even hits anything. It does hit a Dragapult EX and an Iono. So I could grab the Iono and risk missing the Dragapult. Hand disruption's pretty good though.
That's a tough call.
Yeah, there's 3 Ultra Balls in the deck, 2 more Dragapult in the deck somewhere.
Because even if you whiff, if you on me here, I have no energy on board
yeah,
too.
exactly.
I have Seal Stone though. I have Seal Stone.
Yeah, you do have Seal Stone. I don't have the vacuum, so I
just Seal Stone
could
research.
dig for vacuum. I'm only drawing 4 cards too, so I think I'll keep the Dragapult. Just guarantee the knockout.
That is fair.
Yeah, I'll evolve. I can play the Temple of Sinnoh now as well to make it slightly more difficult. I could attach somewhere. Like the Dreepy, that doesn't really change anything. Like theoretically, you could boss Rotom and just pass with it, so I could put an energy on there to make it protected a little bit. I could put an energy on Charmeleon as well. So
yeah, I was gonna say, do you want to make sure? Do you have enough energy?
Yeah, I'll have 1 fire energy left. Okay. But I mean, this is gonna. If you knock out this, I lose. So
sure. But
yeah,
like, if I try to stall or something.
Yeah. And then I will just Phantom Dive, and I can put the damage.
6 damage counters.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much where I could go.
I guess just set up these 2, right?
Well, so I can play around Switch Cart, I think, is what I want to do. So the Raikou is always going to have the Forest Seal Stone on. I could put him on. Let me think about this for a little bit. Yeah, I guess it probably do just set up both the Miraidon and the hand, so nothing can survive in the active. And then I'll put 1 on the Tatsugiri.
All right.
Yeah, just so I can take a prize if I need to for whatever reason.
I think I'm just going to promote the Raikou here to get my fleet-footed. So go ahead and do that. Draw for turn. All right. Let's see. So there is... Oh. Hi. Can you move? Oh. Okay. All right, so I don't have a generator in hand. I have Prime Catcher, I got Bravery Charm, I got Seal Stone, and I have Arven. So I can grab 2 generators right now and just try to hit and then Prime Catcher. So I think that is just the best thing to do. I will go ahead and play the Arven. Oh, man. Do I have the vacuum? I don't have the vacuum. I can't get this off, so I have to attach there by promoting that. Because I can't rescue board it.
Yeah, you can put up the Tatsugiri instead then.
Yeah.
Because you didn't Fleetfoot yet, right?
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. So I do that, then I Seal Stone, for the other generator.
Yep, and then you can last end off with a Tatsugiri.
Yep, then out even more.
You can also tandem unit maybe for
tandem unit.
Now.
Grab Miraidon. I feel like I've seen Twitter debates about it, well, at least for fleet-footed, for if you should fleet-footed when you're trying to hit generator stuff.
Yep.
What about concealed card?
It's the same principle. That it doesn't matter unless you're grabbing something where you're thinning.
Yeah.
So it depends on if you're looking for.
I don't think there's any There's no ultrables or anything. I don't think there's anything like really thin with.
Then then it doesn't
because
matter.
I already tandem unit. I could I can't like nest ball or anything. So let me make sure there's nothing else.
Well, you'll Tatsugiri first though.
Yeah.
Always. Well, you could actually go. Let me think about this. You could go. No, it doesn't matter whether or not you Greninja and then Tatsugiri or Tatsugiri or Greninja. It doesn't actually change anything.
6. Got one of them.
Okay.
All right, so I just got to hit 2 energy off 2 generators.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energy down. There's 16 in the list, plus 2 double turbos.
I do not have any of the double turbos. I'm just going for the Miraidon. Rotom KO here. I'll just put this back in my hand. Generator. Okay, yeah, I got 3 energy. So yeah, I do that. Oh, I have Prime Catcher. It didn't matter if I promoted the Raikou.
Okay, yeah.
I'm silly. But
well,
this was technically
out
this
one.
is more
this is
optimal,
this is better because this thins out a card like more guaranteed.
Right, yeah. Then Prime Catcher the Rotom. And then Photon Blaster. Yay.
Yep. Actually, yeah, Tatsugiri is like a lot better because Rotom can draw Raikou can draw an energy, so it doesn't actually change the odds, but Tatsugiri can, it just thins an energy, or thins something that is not an energy guaranteed.
Yeah.
So yeah, that game was pretty close.
The Charizard makes things so much scarier because like I had to hit so well on like my generators and my resources to actually keep up and get the 2/2/2 that I need to win.
Yeah, without the Charizard, this matchup seems very, very tough for Dragapult because you just have no good way of dealing with that first Iron Hands. Like I think if you're playing the Xatu version, you just have to put Defiance Band in the deck. There's no other choice because you need to be able to deal with the first Iron Hands.
You can play Kieran, get your 30 damage.
The supporter card.
That works too. But yeah, and this is my first time playing the new Miraidon and the new Dragapult. Dragapult, this deck is very Dragapult resilient. It seems really effective if this is going to be a Dragapult heavy tier 0-esque format. Any of these big basic decks seems pretty good into it. Any other thoughts on these 2 decks?
I think so far these 2 games, well, just one game really. The Charizard feels really strong.
Right.
Just to guarantee an attack on turn 2 way more easily than if you had to play into the Dragapult. And even though the Charizard line looks small in this deck, it's not because you don't want to use it. It's just because you have your Charizards. As soon as one goes down, you're going to be attacking with Dragapult.
Right. Yeah. You don't actually need 2 Charizards typically.
Yeah.
And you do need the 2 Charmanders sometimes, but
is also more resilient to you don't have to hit Candy Pidgeot, Candy Zard on turn 2 to be fine because you have the Dracloaks. So it kind of plays similarly to the Bibarel Zard almost, where the Bibarels are really easy to set up. They're a lot less powerful of a draw engine, but at the same time they can now evolve into an attacker, which is really important.
For sure.
So you're spending resources on something that gets you really close to a good attack, the best attack in the game, arguably.
It's pretty darn good, especially against not so much into this deck, but into a lot of other decks that is disgustingly good. And I feel like you're kind of just combining 2 of the best attacks in the game in one deck with this. So definitely seems like a very strong way to play Dragapult going forward. Would definitely recommend trying it out. You can follow me on Twitter at EtchyOK. I also stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/Etchy if you want to see more of me. Jake, where can people find you?
Yeah, you can also follow me on Twitter at Jake K. Gearhart. And keep watching the Dead Draw Gaming YouTube channel, and you'll find me there.
Please subscribe. We'll have more of these coming. We'll be testing more of the format. And if there's any other decks that we didn't cover that you would like to see, please let us know in the comments, and we'll see you next time. Take care.